This video was sponsored by Unbound. Unbound is a better way to do college. College has gotten really expensive, and students are graduating with almost $30,000 of student loan debt. Unbound wants to change that. Unbound allows you to start college online and graduate from nearly any college. They can help you save a ton of time and money on your bachelor's degree. It works well with known colleges like Arizona State and Penn State, and local colleges all across the country. They will help you find the right college for you. You'll take courses online with Unbound, and then transfer to the school you want to graduate from and finish your degree there. Go to Get Unbound, that's GET unbound.com/Angelica for a free quote and find out how much you can save. Even if you're currently in college or have tried college before and dropped out, you need to talk to Unbound. They may be able to help you too. That's getunbound.com/Angelica for your free quote. Hello, it's your guidance counselor here. I just wanted to keep a checkup on you just to make sure that you're doing okay. I know that it's finals week, of course, and that everyone is fretting about finals and making sure that they do amazing on it, and that is to be respected. I mean, hard work is something that is always to be respected because it shows that someone is dedicated to a subject, and that level of dedication is rarely seen in any other places. However, I do have to emphasize some reminders just to make sure that you don't forget that there's a world outside of academia. There's a world outside of grades. And I want to make sure that you don't place your personal value, your personal worth on this exam. You see, in academia, they tend to focus on exams as being defining features of a person. If you pass it, that means you're an intelligent person, a hardworking person, dedicated and deserving of whatever you achieve. But yet, you have to still try harder and harder for next classes to come. If you fail, they make you seem like a lazy person who didn't work hard enough and is beneath recognition. And frankly, that's stupidity on the university's part, or on the high school's part, or on the school's part. It doesn't matter where you go. Failure should be respected. Failure should be heralded. It's a sign that someone has learned, truly learned. There's plenty of kids who pass exams. Cheating is great. Cheating is in and of itself a test, sweetie. It's tact, strategy, creativity. Anyone who dismisses cheating is frankly not understanding how much work goes into cheating that is actually valuable. However, not only can they cheat, but they can actually genuinely study for the exam, but forget all of the information in the coming months. I mean, think back to junior year of either high school or middle school, and junior year would be 7th grade in middle school. What did you learn in your second class of the day? I'm not even going to specify what class it was. Just what was your second class that year, and what did you learn in it? You can't remember. Yet I'm sure that when that class was going on, you were stressing out about exams and finals which never had any bearing on you. Likewise, in this setting, these things won't have a bearing on your personal happiness or success. You will forget about them, and they'll be of no consequence to you. Keep that in mind. And also, the worst thing that could possibly happen according to academia is that you fail. But frankly, that's the most detrimental thought that could possibly be circulated in this environment. Failure, once again, is to be celebrated. You truly learn from failure. You learn not only that an exam doesn't define you, you learn not to fear it anymore. You learn that you are free from whatever expectations an establishment or others hold on you. And you also learn how to do better next time. So, never think that failure is a detrimental thing. In fact, once you go through it, you're more likely to stand right back up and keep trying, and that is true success. The ability to stand up and keep trying no matter how many failures you go through. That is something that a lot of people are afraid to go through, and that is the mark of a failure. Someone who succeeds for so long that they never fail, because now they're in jeopardy that when they do fail, they're so crippled by that failure that they never stand up again. So, never take failure as being the be-all, end-all. But now that we've dispelled any taboos around failures and about failing finals, let's cover how difficult it is to fail a final. Unless you have, pardon my French, a dick of a teacher, you probably are going to do excellent in whatever class you take. Mathematics, show your work, you still get a ton of credit for it, and that'll smooth you over for the next exam, and that includes physics and STEM degrees in general. Show your work and you'll get enough credit, at least to pass. And I mean, just passing is in and of itself respected among many students. And those that it's not respected by are frankly the ones that are, let's just say, more virginal than a lot of Christian icons. And as for liberal arts classes or humanities classes, those are quite simple to pass too. You just have to show up and do something. Same thing with STEM. Show up and do something that is somewhere in the ballpark of what is the answer supposed to look like. That would be to pass with a C or a B. Just barely trying and giving the bare minimum will get you a passing solid grade. Now if you want to get an A, once again, doesn't define who you are. Reshape what getting an A means. It's not a necessity. A necessity would be getting good sleep, eating well, taking care of yourself, and avoiding harmful stress. Getting an A means that you are challenging yourself. You are setting a needless goal that you want to achieve. You don't need to achieve it. You want to achieve it. And if you do it, it's something you'll celebrate. If you don't achieve it, you'll try again next time. There's always going to be a next time. Never think it's the final thing, and never, ever think that a grade defines who you are, what you deserve, what you're capable of, what qualities you have, or your level of intelligence. Grades mean nothing. And by that, I don't mean that hyperbolically. It is definitely nothing. Definition, nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you're enjoying taking classes because they're your passion, I don't doubt you're going to do amazing. Because if it's your passion, you naturally will give it all your all, and you will go beyond what the instructor demands of you. In fact, you will be better than whatever the class could give you. That class giving you an exam would be an insult to your intellect, but you will crush it no matter what. If it's not your passion, if you're doing something because you will economically benefit from it, or because it is just something you fell into, just doing a little bit of studying will get you a long, long way. And once again, don't study so much that it burns you out, because the anxiety you will feel when you're taking that exam will undo whatever work you did to get that work done on the test. Show up like the genius you are, with full confidence and self-respect, knowing that no matter what this grade ends up being, no matter what the teacher hands you at the end of the course, that you will remain unchanged. You are much better than the comments that a grade could possibly assign you with. You are the independent factor and the grade is dependent, not the other way around. The grade needs you, but you don't need it. You might want a high grade, and that's something that you can work towards, hopefully, but you don't need a high grade. That grade needs you to even exist. So, with that in mind, tell me, is there anything worrying you about this final exam coming up? No? Well, I guess I did my job then. So, go off and study, go with friends. Do not forget about your friends. Study with your friends if you want, but do not forget about your friends. Vent to them if you want, or better yet, bolster them, glorify their intelligence, glorify them as students, and in return, you will also feel great about your own position in academia. And you'll do great. Whether you fail or succeed, whether you fail or ace the test, you will do greatness. You will do great. So, if you have any more troubles or any anxieties, do not hesitate to come visit my office. We will sit down, discuss this, have a long conversation about how fabulous each and every individual is and the potential they have, disregarding grades in academia completely and putting into perspective how academia needs you. You don't need it. And it'll be a fun time. So, take care. You'll do great once again. And make sure to take care of yourself.